Welcome to episode 62 of the Peak Performance Podcast. I'm Brad Young, and today we're diving deep into one of the most controversial yet increasingly popular topics in the performance enhancement world: SARMs and other modern performance enhancing products. We'll explore what they are, examine the good, the bad, and the ugly, and provide you with the comprehensive information you need to make informed decisions about your performance journey. Understanding SARMs, the basics. SARMs, or selective androgen receptor modulators, represent a new class of performance enhancing compounds that have gained significant attention in recent years. Unlike traditional anabolic steroids, SARMs are designed to selectively target androgen receptors in muscle and bone tissue while theoretically avoiding many of the unwanted side effects associated with steroids. The concept behind SARMs is elegant in its simplicity: provide the muscle building benefits of androgens without the harsh side effects on organs like the liver, prostate, and cardiovascular system. However, as we'll discover throughout this episode, the reality is far more complex than the marketing promises suggest. Originally developed for medical applications such as treating muscle wasting diseases, osteoporosis, and hypogonadism, SARMs have found their way into the fitness and bodybuilding communities. The appeal is obvious: the promise of enhanced muscle growth, improved strength, and better recovery without the severe side effects of traditional steroids. But here's the critical point I want to emphasize from the start: most SARMs are still in experimental phases and are not approved by the FDA for human consumption outside of clinical trials. This means that when you purchase SARMs from online retailers or supplement companies, you're essentially participating in an unregulated experiment with your own body. The SARM landscape: popular compounds: Ostarine MK2866. The most researched and popular SARM known for muscle preservation and mild anabolic effects. Ligandrol LGD4033. Potent muscle builder with stronger effects but increased risk of suppression. RAD140. Test alone: highly anabolic with neuroprotective properties but significant hormonal impact. Andarine S4. Fat loss and muscle preservation compound with unique vision-related side effects. Each of these compounds has developed a following in the performance enhancement community, with users reporting varying degrees of success and side effects. The key difference between these SARMs lies in their selectivity, potency, and the specific receptors they target. Understanding these differences is crucial for anyone considering their use, though I must stress that none of these should be used without proper medical supervision and understanding of the risks involved. Ostarine MK2866, the gateway SARM. Ostarine, also known as MK2866, is often considered the beginner-friendly SARM due to its relatively mild nature and extensive research profile. Developed by GTX Inc., Ostarine has undergone multiple clinical trials for conditions including muscle wasting and osteoporosis, making it the most studied compound in the SARM family. The good users typically report modest muscle gains of 3 to 8 pounds over an 8-week cycle, improved strength, enhanced recovery, and the ability to maintain muscle mass during caloric deficits. The compound appears to have a favorable effect on bone density and may help with joint health. Many users appreciate its relatively mild nature compared to traditional steroids. The bad: despite its reputation as mild, Ostarine still suppresses natural testosterone production, particularly at higher doses or longer cycles. Users often experience decreased libido, fatigue, and mood changes. The muscle gains, while quality, are modest compared to more potent compounds, leading some users to escalate to stronger substances. The ugly: long-term effects remain unknown, and the compound is banned by World Athletic Doping Agency and most sports organizations. Quality control issues with underground manufacturers mean you never know exactly what you're getting. Some users develop a false sense of security due to its mild reputation, leading to poor cycle planning and inadequate post-cycle therapy. Critical medical advisory: Before considering Osterin or any SARM, consult with a qualified physician who can assess your individual health status, conduct proper blood work, and monitor your progress. Self medication with research chemicals carries significant risks that extend far beyond the immediate effects. Ligandrol LGD 4033, the muscle builder. Potency profile. Ligandrol is significantly more potent than Osterin, with users reporting muscle gains of 8 to 15 pounds over 8 to 12-week cycles. The compound shows strong affinity for androgen receptors in muscle tissue, leading to notable increases in lean body mass and strength. Clinical studies have demonstrated LGD 4033's ability to increase lean body mass by up to 2.6 pounds over just 21 days at a 1 milligram daily dose, showcasing its powerful anabolic potential. Risk assessment. The increased potency comes with proportionally increased risks. Testosterone suppression is more pronounced and occurs more rapidly than with Osterin. Users frequently report significant decreases in natural hormone production, requiring more aggressive post-cycle therapy. Water retention and potential liver stress, while less than traditional steroids, are still concerns that require monitoring through regular blood work and medical supervision. The reality check. While Ligandrol can produce impressive results, the line between SARMs and traditional steroids becomes increasingly blurred at this potency level. The side effect profile begins to resemble that of mild oral steroids, raising questions about whether the selective nature of SARMs provides meaningful advantages at effective doses. Medical consultation is essential given the significant hormonal impact of Ligandrol. Medical supervision becomes even more critical. A qualified healthcare provider can help establish baseline hormone levels, monitor changes throughout use, and develop appropriate intervention strategies if complications arise. RAD 140, test alone. The double-edged sword. RAD 140, marketed as test alone, represents one of the most potent SARMs available, with unique properties that extend beyond muscle building to potential neuroprotective effects. Originally developed by Radius Health for treating breast cancer and muscle wasting, RAD 140 has gained attention for its impressive anabolic potential and interesting neurological benefits. The promising aspects. RAD 140 demonstrates remarkable muscle building capabilities, with users reporting gains comparable to moderate doses of testosterone. The compound shows potential neuroprotective properties, possibly protecting against neurodegenerative diseases. Some users report enhanced cognitive function, improved mood, and increased motivation during cycles. The concerning reality. The potency of RAD 140 comes with significant hormonal suppression, often more severe than other SARMs. Users frequently experience complete shutdown of natural testosterone production, requiring extensive post-cycle therapy. Hair loss, aggression, and other androgenic side effects become more common at effective doses. The harsh truth. At effective doses, RAD 140's side effect profile closely resembles that of traditional anabolic steroids, challenging the fundamental premise of SARMs as safer alternatives. The compound's potency makes it particularly risky for inexperienced users who may underestimate its impact on their hormonal system. Critical medical warning. RAD 140's powerful effects on both muscle tissue and the nervous system make medical supervision absolutely essential. The compound's impact on hormone production can be severe and long-lasting, requiring careful monitoring and professional management of any adverse effects. Andarine S4, the vision disruptor. Unique properties. Andarine stands apart from other SARMs due to its pronounced effects on fat loss while preserving muscle mass. Users often report a hardening effect similar to cutting steroids, making it popular during contest preparation phases. The vision problem. S4's most notorious side effect is its impact on vision, causing a yellow tint, difficulty adjusting to darkness, and night blindness. And these effects are dose dependent and typically reversible, but can be extremely concerning during use. Risk-benefit analysis. While effective for body recomposition, the vision side effects make andarine particularly risky for individuals whose careers or safety depend on optimal vision, including drivers, pilots, and athletes in precision sports. The vision related side effects of andarine highlight a crucial point about SARMs. Despite being selective, they can still produce unexpected and potentially dangerous side effects that weren't anticipated during development. This unpredictability underscores the experimental nature of these compounds and the importance of approaching them with extreme caution. Medical advisory: anyone experiencing vision changes while using any performance enhancing substance should immediately discontinue use and seek medical attention. Vision problems can indicate serious underlying issues that require professional evaluation and treatment. Beyond SARMs, the modern enhancement arsenal. The world of performance enhancement extends far beyond SAMs, encompassing a diverse array of compounds that promise to unlock human potential. Understanding this broader landscape is crucial for anyone serious about peak performance, as each category of substances comes with its own risk benefit profile and considerations. Peptides and growth factors, compounds like BPC 157, TB 500, and various growth hormone releasing peptides, have gained popularity for their purported healing and recovery benefits. While potentially less hormonally disruptive than SARMs, these substances often lack comprehensive safety data and regulatory oversight. Nootropics and cognitive enhancers. From modafinil to racetams, cognitive enhancement has become a significant focus for peak performers. These substances promise improved focus, memory, and mental clarity, but their long-term effects on brain health remain largely unknown. Metabolic modulators, compounds like GW501516, cardarine, and SR9009, stenobolic, target metabolic pathways to enhance endurance and fat burning. Despite not being true SARMs, they're often grouped with them in the performance enhancement community. Each of these categories represents a different approach to human optimization, but they all share common themes: limited long-term safety data, regulatory uncertainty, and the potential for both beneficial and harmful effects. The key to navigating this landscape safely lies in education, medical supervision, and honest risk assessment. Peptides, the healing revolution. BPC 157. Known as the healing peptide, BPC 157 shows promise for accelerating recovery from injuries, particularly tendon and ligament damage. Users report faster healing times and reduced inflammation, though human studies remain limited. TB 500. This peptide promotes cell migration and angiogenesis, potentially accelerating tissue repair and recovery, popular among athletes for injury rehabilitation, though long-term effects remain unknown. Growth hormone peptides, GHRP6, ipamorelin, and similar compounds stimulate natural growth. Hormone release, promising improved recovery, body composition, and anti-aging effects without direct hormone replacement. The appeal: peptides offer a more targeted approach to enhancement, often working with the body's natural systems rather than overriding them. Many users report fewer side effects compared to traditional hormones or SARMs, making them attractive for long-term use. The reality: despite their natural origins, peptides can still produce significant physiological changes and unexpected side effects. Quality control issues plague the peptide market, with many products containing impurities or incorrect dosages. The injection requirement also introduces infection risks and compliance challenges. Medical supervision required. Peptide therapy should only be undertaken with proper medical supervision, including regular monitoring of relevant biomarkers and professional guidance on dosing and administration protocols. Cardarine, GW501516, the endurance enhancer. Cardarine, technically not a SARM, but often grouped with them, represents one of the most controversial compounds in the performance enhancement world. Originally developed as a potential treatment for metabolic disorders, GW501516 gained notoriety for its remarkable effects on endurance and fat oxidation. The performance benefits: Users consistently report dramatic improvements in cardiovascular endurance, with some describing the ability to maintain high intensity exercise for significantly longer periods. The compound appears to shift the body's fuel preference toward fat oxidation, leading to improved body composition even without dietary changes. Recovery between training sessions often improves markedly. The cancer concern. The most significant issue with cardarine is the cancer risk identified in animal studies. Rodents given the compound develop tumors in multiple organs, leading to the termination of human clinical trials. While the relevance of these animal studies to human use remains debated, the cancer risk cannot be dismissed. The regulatory response. Due to the cancer concerns, cardarine has been banned by the World Doping Agency and is not approved for human consumption in most countries. Despite this, it remains readily available through research chemical companies, creating a legal and safety gray area. Risk assessment. The potential for cancer development makes cardarine one of the highest risk compounds in the performance enhancement arsenal. While short-term use may carry lower risk, the long-term consequences could be severe and irreversible. Medical advisory. Given the serious cancer concerns, any consideration of cardarine use should involve thorough discussion with an oncology-aware physician who can provide proper risk assessment and monitoring protocols. The side effect spectrum, what you need to know. Immediate effects, days to weeks. Initial side effects often include changes in libido, mood fluctuations, and alterations in sleep patterns. Some users experience increased aggression or irritability as hormonal systems begin to respond to the compounds. Short-term effects, weeks to months. Hormonal suppression becomes more pronounced, leading to fatigue, decreased motivation, and potential mood disorders. Liver enzymes may become elevated, and lipid profiles can shift unfavorably. Medium-term effects, months to years. Recovery of natural hormone production may be prolonged or incomplete. Cardiovascular changes, including alterations in blood pressure and cholesterol levels, become more established and concerning. Long-term effects, years to decades. The true long-term consequences remain largely unknown due to the recent introduction of these compounds. Potential concerns include permanent hormonal dysfunction, cardiovascular disease, and unknown carcinogenic effects. Understanding the temporal nature of side effects is crucial for anyone considering performance-enhancing substances. While immediate effects may seem manageable, the cumulative impact over time can be severe and potentially irreversible. This timeline underscores the importance of viewing enhancement as a long-term health decision rather than a short-term performance strategy. The quality control crisis. The underground market reality. One of the most significant risks in the SARM and performance enhancement world is the complete lack of quality control in the underground market. Independent testing has revealed shocking inconsistencies in product purity, potency, and composition. Studies have found that many products labeled as containing specific SARMs actually contain different compounds entirely, including banned steroids, pharmaceutical drugs, or completely inactive substances. Some products contain dangerous contaminants or impurities that can cause severe health complications. The dosing inconsistencies are equally concerning, with some products containing significantly more or less active ingredient than advertised. This unpredictability makes it impossible to accurately assess dosing or predict effects, turning each use into a dangerous experiment. Protection strategies. Third-party testing verification, reputable source research, certificate of analysis review, batch testing when possible. The legal implications. The unregulated nature of these compounds means that users have no legal recourse if they receive contaminated or mislabeled products. The FDA has issued warning letters to numerous companies selling SARMs as dietary supplements, but enforcement remains inconsistent. Medical advisory. The quality control issues make medical supervision even more critical, as healthcare providers need to account for the possibility that patients may not be consuming what they believe they're taking. Post-cycle therapy, the recovery protocol. Post-cycle. Therapy represents one of the most critical aspects of performance enhancement that is often overlooked or inadequately planned. The goal of PCT is to restore natural hormone production and minimize the negative effects of coming off performance enhancing substances. The physiological challenge. When external compounds suppress natural testosterone production, the body's hormonal system essentially shuts down its own production. Upon discontinuation, users face a period where they have neither the external compound nor adequate natural hormone production, leading to a crash in physical and mental well being. Common PCT protocols, traditional PCT often involves compounds like Clomid, clomiphene citrate, or Nolvadex, tamoxifen, to stimulate natural testosterone production. However, these pharmaceutical drugs come with their own side effect profiles and should only be used under medical supervision. Some users incorporate natural testosterone boosters, though their effectiveness is generally limited. The recovery timeline. Complete hormonal recovery can take anywhere from several weeks to many months, depending on the compounds used, duration of use, individual physiology, and the effectiveness of the PCT protocol. Some users never fully recover their natural hormone production, requiring long term medical intervention. Monitoring and support. Proper PCT requires regular blood work to monitor hormone levels, liver function, and other health markers. Mental health support may also be necessary as the hormonal fluctuations during recovery can lead to depression, anxiety, and other psychological challenges. Medical supervision is essential. PCT should never be attempted without proper medical supervision. A qualified healthcare provider can design an appropriate recovery protocol, monitor progress, and intervene if complications arise. Making informed decisions. The risk benefit analysis. Assess your goals. Are your performance goals achievable through natural means? Have you maximized your training, nutrition, recovery, and lifestyle factors? Often, the desire for enhancement stems from impatience rather than genuine need. Evaluate your risk tolerance. Consider your career, family responsibilities, and long term health goals. Can you afford the potential consequences of adverse effects? Are you prepared for the possibility of permanent health changes? Consider your support system. Do you have access to qualified medical supervision? Can you afford regular blood work and monitoring? Do you have support for potential mental health challenges during and after use? Plan for all scenarios. What will you do if you experience severe side effects? How will you handle hormonal recovery? Are you prepared for the possibility that benefits may be temporary while risks could be permanent? The decision to use performance enhancing substances should never be taken lightly or made impulsively. It requires careful consideration of multiple factors, honest self assessment, and comprehensive planning for both positive and negative outcomes. The natural alternative. Before considering any enhancement, ensure you've maximized your natural potential through optimized training, nutrition, sleep, stress management, and recovery protocols. Many individuals are surprised by what they can achieve when these fundamentals are properly addressed. Professional guidance. If you decide to explore enhancement options, work with qualified professionals who can provide proper medical supervision, monitoring, and support throughout the process. The bottom line, your health is your wealth. As we conclude this comprehensive exploration of SARMs and modern performance enhancing products, it's crucial to remember that your health is your most valuable asset. While the promise of enhanced performance, improved physique, and competitive advantage can be compelling, these benefits must be weighed against the very real risks and unknowns associated with these compounds. The reality check. Despite marketing claims and anecdotal reports, SARMs and similar compounds are not the magic bullets they're often portrayed to be. They come with significant risks, including hormonal suppression, unknown long term effects, quality control issues, and legal complications. The safer than steroids narrative, while containing some truth, can be misleading and dangerous when it leads to complacency about real risks. The medical imperative. I cannot stress this enough. If you're considering any performance enhancing substance, you must work with a qualified healthcare provider. This isn't optional or recommended, it's essential for your safety and well being. A knowledgeable physician can help you understand your individual risk factors, monitor your health throughout any intervention, and provide proper support for recovery. The natural path. Before exploring enhancement options, commit to maximizing your natural potential. Proper training programming, optimized nutrition, adequate sleep, stress management, and recovery protocols can produce remarkable results that often exceed what people achieve with substances but without proper fundamentals. Final thoughts. Peak performance isn't just about short term gains, it's about sustainable excellence over time. The choices you make today regarding your health and performance will impact you for decades to come. Choose wisely, seek proper guidance, and remember that true peak performance comes from the integration of physical, mental, and emotional well being. Thank you for joining me for episode 62 of the Peak Performance Podcast. Remember, your journey to peak performance should enhance your life, not compromise it. Until next time, train smart, live well, and always prioritize your long term health over short term gains.